So today we're going to play some more games with the Radovid control deck that I made a video about previously. So let's go ahead and jump into some ranked matches.
Close ranks!
Alright, so looks like we are up against
killed for less.
Full Test. So this could either be the combo-oriented hipster Full Test matchup, or it could be Port Infantry. In either case, the Mardromes are going to be really good for us. Against the hipster Voltest, we want to Spores Vests if they're running that combo. Port Infantry, obviously, we want to take care of those as well. I don't think we need 2 cavalry. Merg is fine. In this matchup, the first lights are really just thinners. So I think we send them back as well. And we have...
For Kedwin!
And we have Octvist.
I'll manage. Don't you fret.
There's the Vests. So it does appear to be hipster. So we will go ahead and nuke that. We do not want to deal with that.
Troops, here now!
So we're going to play the Octvist now. We're probably going to end up thundering this before
Jadania!
he gets to the third. But we would like the Octvist to start ticking. Because we really don't want him to lock in power. This can also entirely nuke an elite. So he opts to give us the round. So smart play by him, because that means that we do not get the Octvist bounce to hand. Does delay him further. The good news is that with only 2 in there, we've got a decent chance, 50-50 at least right now, of the medic pulling Octvist.
Tell me
and then
the
our
gist.
first light, there we go. I was going to say our first light can also
Nasty wounds,
potentially...
though, but you'll live.
Alright, so again, we don't want him locking in the elite power. So we'll go ahead and nuke that. We want him to try to use, I think, as many of the resurrect abilities as possible this round to avoid dealing with it in round 3. And also, the longer that this one goes, the better for us, I think. We might be able to get 2 triggers on Octvist.
But we're broke as shit peddlers.
Now, he might chain those together, at which point Lacerate works out really well for us, so for right now, I think we actually delay. We'll just go ahead and mutagen our Octvist so that...
I told you so, you idiot.
So we can take care of it with the Lacerate, which, again, we're trying to keep his power under control. Sergeant without Baron demotion, interesting. He's either got more than 1 Sergeant, or he doesn't have Baron in hand at the moment. We'll replay these. Because we're gonna try to take this to the wire, I think. He goes with the decoy, fair. I'll go ahead and thin with this. We can always slow roach this later, but...
Thank not me. Thank my little A.
Long live the king!
He really wants to get those elites going. So we're gonna do that preemptively, and then we'll probably trip this one.
I will not let this become a second Sodden.
Do our best to keep him from triggering it. Again, we're just kind of aiming to be as oppressive
I
as
killed
possible
for
here.
less.
So I was correct with the second sergeant. Akvist catches us back up. Now we're not, I don't think, going to replay Akvist here right away. Because I think we want to try to save the 8 power for the final round here.
Temerian.
We're going to go ahead and do Burn-In. We want to, again, try to get him to use, if he's got it, either Baron or Shani here, so...
Onward! Attack!
Alright, so he basically kind of delayed. Even if he uses Baron, Baron is only going to net him 13 right now. So he would have to use 2 cards. What if it's a Shani? Shani would be 5. And then 8 is again 13. So I think that we go ahead and pass the turn here with the lead, because he's going to have to commit a fair number of resources to take the round.
Not your lucky day.
Ah, see? He doesn't even have it. Alright, so that's how you apparently beat the hipster full test, and then you just try to prevent them from pulling their combo to thin their deck out and be oppressive as possible. So let's take a shot at another game and see how our control deck holds up.
Humans have no place in
Alright,
Broccoli.
for our second game, it would appear
Do not test my
that we are
patience.
matched up against a Scoia'tael player. Alright, so 3 golds right in the start are all fantastic. The 1 cavalry, which is usually what I like to start with. I kind of like lacerate in this matchup. Medic. Let's go ahead and trade out one of our first lights. And the thunder. Yeah, I think I like her. Most of the Scoia'tael bodies are like of size 3 or 4, so the thunder is kind of overkill. These 2 are just fine. Lacerate can hit a whole row if they do take all their triggers. If anything, I would maybe consider getting rid of a medic here as well, but I think we're gonna hold on to it. The only card that I really wish that we had that we don't have, at least at the moment, is Akvist.
Double chase!
Trying to generate power. Oh, so I wonder if it is dwarves. Either way, I feel like this is an entirely safe response. I've had people just concede after just that opener. Oh, so yeah, it looks like that this Scoia'tael player is the one who tries to go for lasting power.
I'm itching for that battle.
Enter with the cavalry just so the medic. Yep. There's a dwarf that we will just go ahead and spores. So the more lasting power we can keep off the board, the better. We're gonna, I think, save our dragon for next round, knowing that he's gonna have a chort. I think we've put him in a pickle now, and I'm not sure he knows what to do.
Don't you fret about me. Take care of myself.
Interesting. It's a solid move with the Milva, right? Gives him the chort this turn. He can replay the cow. I think we again just
Clark
gonna go
can't win!
race. Still puts us within striking distance. He's probably just gonna replay the cow.
Never had your kneecaps broken.
Oh, yeah, it's not to play the cow, huh? Interesting. Alright, so if he's gonna keep fighting for the round, we actually might play the dragon this round. It would also really discourage him, at least in my opinion, from playing the cow, because we can always then use Merg to possibly nuke both. Yeah, I like that. Let's go ahead and play this. He may just even pass right now, knowing that I'll have to commit an extra card, and then he doesn't have to deal with it. He hovered over his ability and then Milva, so I think he was wondering if he could do this. Which of course he can, because Milva is not relentless. So he may be looking, he could Milva again, but then he doesn't get rid of the cow. Okay, alright, so for our stall, well, if we play this and hit this, it doesn't, that's not the second one. We're trying to play around blowing up anything of our own. So I think we actually just take a safe hit on the gold power for now. He's thinking. And he passes. So unfortunately we don't get to do the cool combo. Well, we could. So our dilemma now is we can play a card to go down a card going into next round, but in doing so, make sure that we don't have to deal with the chort next turn, right? So it's like preemptively killing the chort next turn, because he's already kind of got that advantage. Also, we'll nuke our own thing, but nukes the chort, we still take the round, we don't have to deal with it next turn. That might end up coming back to bite me, but we didn't really have anything in hand that well dealt with the 9 power for him to start, and we weren't going to be up in card advantage. We were only going to be even, so I'll be honest, I kind of just prefer taking the first round because I think it gives you more control over your strategy in round 2. I hate being forced into must-win situations, and while we were going to take that first round either way, dealing with the chort, I think, still gave us a little bit of leverage here.
Scoia'tael! Attack!
That wasn't very nice. We're going to use our skies to thin here. a quality rip. We're down 2 cards, but we do have, for the most part, decent control of the board. There's an ambush, huh? So our medic is going to fetch another cavalry, which I suppose is fine in terms of stall. Because literally everything else ends up being a waste, so this was actually a decent play by him. Can only assume this is maybe Teruvial, or I mean, it could be the 4 that bounces back to his hand, but at the moment I don't suspect
I've no interest in politics.
That helps him much. I mean, he would have to play it either way. It's not like he has any opportunity to lose a round and get it to come back, but at the moment we're just kind of trying to continue to nuke his board, take as much of an advantage as we can, and then be up enough that he has to at least spend the 2 resources. Well, I wanted to save the Triss because I wanted to go into the last round having some power available instead of relying on the top deck. So if we play the Triss to remove this, we're basically committed to like all-inning and trying to 2-0 and 2-0 him. The other option is I guess we could lacerate here in theory. It only takes it down to 1, but then Teruvial has a chance to bump it. The Scorch doesn't do a whole lot for us, so
I will not let this become a second Sodden.
I mean, getting rid of that this round is as good as getting rid of it next round. Well, now we're in a dilemma. Do we want to keep forcing cards out of him? I mean, he's going to have to likely play those cards anyway. I mean, the only other play we have right now would be lacerate on an empty row, at which point I think we pass. We are up 37-0.
I like the way you die, human.
The Teruvial was in fact what it was.
Coexistence.
He doesn't get any of the bonuses. He does get his combo off, does get to draw a card, but
Water.
he still has
Poison.
a fair amount of power to make up for. I think he still has 20 power. There's the lacerate. I'm not sure he can close the gap. I think we might have
Humans have no place in Broccolon.
Pulled off the win, and it does appear to be the case. So, again, a quality win by just disrupting his plan. He wanted to get the dwarves on the board. He wanted them to last from round to round and outvalue us. And we disrupted that plan, just like we disrupted the hipster full test deck, and that proved to be enough. Excuse me. Proved to be enough to take the round. So, yeah, like I said, this is kind of a non-traditional deck. Not that like Radovid is non-traditional or anything, but I think that the core of my build would seem wonky to most people who are used to playing the meta. But I've been pretty successful with it, and I'm having fun with it, which I think is more important than anything, as opposed to playing the same old stuff. So I hope you're enjoying it as well, and as always, I will see you next time.